Hello and welcome to the Study Travel News video. I'm Matthew Knott.
And I'm Jenny Fennelly, bringing you the latest news.
The headlines this week: Australia, the USA and New Zealand suspend entry from China.
US visa data shows 2018 decrease in trends.
ST Star Awards 2020 voting open.
And much more, including an update to the US travel ban and an acquisition for Bayswater Education.
But first up, some major study destinations, including Australia, the USA, New Zealand and Singapore, have imposed suspensions on entry of foreign nationals from mainland China in an effort to contain the coronavirus, measures that have been criticised by the Chinese authorities.
Institutions are examining ways to support students. Universities Australia said that members would extend offers of flexibility to affected students, including online study and deferred start dates. A number of associations and governments have issued updated fact sheets and have also promised flexibility over visas.
Meanwhile, agents in China have spoken about the disruption. Agencies are mostly conducting business online during this period, advised agency association BOSSA, which also urged schools to support an update on Chinese students already overseas. One agent told us that all business had basically stopped.
Chinese language schools in China have also advised that they are working hard to support students to defer, study online, or in some cases choose an alternative destination to mainland China.
To the USA next, where the number of student visa students across all sectors decreased slightly but still topped 1.5 million in 2018, according to a new report by the Student Exchange and Visitor Programme, which has changed from its previous twice-yearly snapshot reports to capturing all students in a calendar year.
Asia accounted for 75% of all international students enrolled, despite a decrease. South America was the only major growth region with a 3.2% increase. Of the top 10 individual source markets, only India and Brazil increased.
Around 85% of visas were for higher education programs, but there were almost 85,000 K-12 school enrolments, a sector where there was growth from most source countries. The report also showed that Amazon, Google and Facebook were among the largest employers of international students on post-study OPT placements.
Moving on, it's time to announce that voting for the 2020 edition of the Study Travel Star Awards is officially open.
Woohoo!
Now in their 15th year, the peer-voted Star Awards celebrate outstanding education provision and service within the study travel industry.
A new category for 2020 is the ST Star New Language School, created for providers of any language that are less than 5 years old. Get voting!
And now for a roundup of some of the other stories this week. Back to the USA, where President Trump has announced that the existing travel ban on certain nations will be maintained and that there are further restrictions in 6 new countries, including Nigeria. Student visas are not currently affected in the additional countries, but nonetheless the move has been criticised as unwelcoming by associations including NAFSA.
UK-based Bayswater Education has acquired the Language House in Liverpool, which offers English, Spanish and French programmes. The school will be rebranded as Bayswater College Liverpool and will offer the same portfolio as the London School.
On the day that the UK officially left the European Union last week, national higher education associations across Europe reaffirmed their commitment to work together and called on respective governments to make academic collaboration and mobility arrangements a priority in negotiations.
And one of those associations, Universities UK, released a report on international graduate employability recently, where it called for greater investment and research into careers guidance for international students to keep up with growing demand.
EU Business School has moved its Geneva campus to a new larger location in the heart of the city's business and financial district, which it said would provide more work opportunities for students.
The UK's Coventry University has signed a partnership with the Institution of Science and Technology to establish a new branch campus in Morocco.
And finally, Valeo Group has announced it will open a new 364-bed student residence in Dublin, Ireland later this year under the brand name of Aspen.
More on all of those stories online, as well as photos from a pre-Alfie Spain fan tour to Escuela de Idiomas Nerja, a mental health awareness song by study group Durham students, and an EF Ambassadors Summit.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Goodbye.